Absolutely blown the roof off.
But playing at UConn, she is used to all of this. Oh, Caitlin Clark, rookie on rookie crime right there in Mule's face.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of the WNBA, you know things are heating up. And today, we're diving into some serious drama that's got the basketball world buzzing. The headline? Instant panic hits. Stephanie White after Caitlin Clark recruited by NY Liberty publicly. Oh yeah, this is a big one, so grab your snacks, settle in, and let's break down what's going on with Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White, and the New York Liberty. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Let's get into it. First off, let's set the stage. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's superstar guard, is arguably the biggest name in women's basketball right now. She's a generational talent, breaking records left and right, and leading the Fever with her jaw-dropping playmaking and long-range shooting. But this season hasn't been all smooth sailing for Clark or the Fever.
Channel defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that is. She missed her first 7 and knocks that one.
Injuries, officiating controversies, and intense physical play have kept them in the headlines. And now rumors are swirling that the New York Liberty, the reigning WNBA champions, are publicly trying to recruit Caitlin Clark. This has sent shockwaves through the league, and no one's feeling the heat more than Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White. So, what's the deal? Why is this rumor causing such a stir? And why is Stephanie White reportedly in a panic? Let's unpack this step by step. The New York Liberty are a powerhouse. They've got players like Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Natasha Cloud, and they're coming off a championship season. The idea of adding Caitlin Clark to that roster, it's like pouring rocket fuel on an already blazing fire. Clark's ability to facilitate, score from anywhere, and draw crowds would make the Liberty unstoppable. But here's the thing. Clark is under contract with the Fever, and any talk of her moving to another team is pure speculation at this point. So where did this rumor come from, and why is it hitting Stephanie White so hard? The buzz started with a YouTube video titled "Stephanie White Panics and Pleads as New York Liberty Might Recruit Caitlin Clark After Groin Injury," posted on July 18, 2025. The video suggested that the Liberty were making a bold public move to lure Clark, especially after her recent groin injury against the Connecticut Sun. Clark, who's been battling injuries all season, tweaked her right groin in the final moments of an 85-77 win over the Sun on July 15, 2025. She was ruled out for the Fever's next game against the Liberty, and her status for the WNBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis is still uncertain. The timing of this injury, combined with the Liberty's interest, has fans and analysts speculating about Clark's future. Now let's talk about Stephanie White. As the Fever's head coach, she's got a lot on her plate. White took over the team in 2024, replacing Christy Sides, and she's been tasked with building around Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell. White's a legend in Indiana, both as a former player and coach, and she's known for her high basketball IQ. But this season has been a roller coaster. The Fever have shown flashes of brilliance, like their win over the Sun that secured a spot in the Commissioner's Cup Championship. But they've also struggled with consistency, largely due to Clark's injury woes. She's missed 11 of 23 regular season games in 2025, including stints for a quad strain and a groin injury. That's a lot of time without your star player. So, when rumors hit that the Liberty were eyeing Clark, it's no surprise that White might feel the pressure. Losing Clark would be catastrophic for the Fever. She's not just their best player, she's the face of the franchise, drawing massive crowds and boosting the WNBA's popularity. The idea of her joining a rival like the Liberty? That's a nightmare scenario for White and the Fever's front office. But is there any truth to these rumors, or is this just clickbait hype? Let's dig deeper. The YouTube video and related posts on X, like one from @CoachBiteWalker claiming Stephanie White snaps after Caitlin Clark traded to NY Liberty, suggest that the Liberty are openly pursuing Clark. However, there's no concrete evidence of a trade or official recruitment. The WNBA's collective bargaining agreement makes mid-season trades tricky, and Clark's contract with the Fever runs through at least 2026. Plus, Clark has expressed loyalty to Indiana, praising White's hiring and the team's direction. In a November 2024 press conference, Clark called White a legend in Indiana and highlighted her ability to scout and strategize. So the idea of Clark jumping ship seems more like fan-driven speculation than reality. That said, the Liberty's interest isn't entirely far-fetched. Clark's playing style, her passing, shooting, and court vision would mesh perfectly with their roster. Imagine her setting up Ionescu for threes or finding Stewart in the paint. The Liberty's fast-paced, high-octane offense would amplify Clark's strengths. And let's be real, New York is a huge market. The media attention, endorsement deals, and championship potential could be tempting for any player, even one as loyal as Clark. But here's where things get messy. Stephanie White's reaction. White's been vocal all season about the challenges Clark faces, especially the physicality she endures. In a July 17, 2025 press conference, White addressed Clark's latest groin injury, saying, "Someone who has the ball in her hands as much as Caitlin, the physicality that she's experiencing for 40 minutes, it causes you to load differently, explode differently, accelerate, and decelerate differently." She's not wrong. Clark's been on the receiving end of 6 flagrant fouls in her rookie season alone, more than any other player. Opposing teams target her knowing she's the Fever's engine. White's frustration isn't just about injuries, it's about the officiating too. White's had run-ins with the WNBA over officiating before. After a May 24, 2025 loss to the Liberty, she was fined for criticizing the refs, saying, "I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last 4 games, a -31 free throw discrepancy." She even suggested there was a bias against the Fever, particularly Clark. Fast forward to June 18, 2025, and White went on a multi-minute rant after a win over the Sun, calling out the refs for the losing control of the game. "Everybody's getting better except the officials," she said. These comments cost her another fine, which she confirmed on May 29, 2025, with a smirk. "Do you want me to get fined again?" So, why the panic? Well, if you're Stephanie White, you're already dealing with a star player who's banged up, a team that's struggling to stay above .500, and constant battles with refs. Now throw in rumors that your franchise player might be courted by the champs. That's enough to make any coach sweat. The X post from @JamesH1834 on July 18, 2025 claimed White was panicking and pleading as the Liberty made their move. While pleading might be an exaggeration, White's comments about Clark's injuries and the team's need to protect her show genuine concern. She knows Clark's health and happiness are critical to the Fever's success. Let's talk about the Liberty side of things. Why would they stir the pot like this? Publicly recruiting another team's star is bold, even for a team as confident as New York. It could be a strategic move to unsettle the Fever, who they've faced multiple times this season. The Liberty beat the Fever 98-77 on July 16, 2025 in Brooklyn, with Clark sidelined. Maybe they see an opportunity to capitalize on Indiana's struggles, or maybe this is just fan-driven noise amplified by social media. Either way, the narrative is out there, and it's putting pressure on White to keep her team together. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Is Clark actually leaving? Probably not. She's a competitor who thrives under pressure, and she's shown no signs of wanting out of Indiana. In fact, her comments about White and the Fever suggest she's bought into the team's vision. Plus, the Fever's front office isn't going to let their biggest asset walk away without a fight. But the rumors do highlight a bigger issue: Clark's health. If she keeps getting banged up, and if White can't find a way to protect her, the speculation about her future will only grow. So, what's next for Stephanie White and the Fever? They've got a tough road ahead. After the All-Star break, they face the Liberty again on July 22, 2025 in Brooklyn. Clark's status is still up in the air, and White's load management strategy, limiting Clark's minutes and focusing on recovery, will be tested. White's also got to rally her team, which includes stars like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, to prove they can compete without relying solely on Clark. And let's not forget the fans. Indiana's fan base is passionate, and they're not happy about the idea of Clark leaving. Social media is already buzzing with support for White to fix the situation. In conclusion, the instant panic hitting Stephanie White is more about the pressure of coaching a superstar in a high-stakes environment than an actual trade. The New York Liberty's supposed recruitment of Caitlin Clark is likely just a rumor, but it's enough to keep White on edge. She's fighting to keep her team competitive, protect her star player, and navigate a league that's not always kind to the Fever. Whether it's battling refs, managing injuries, or shutting down trade rumors, White's got her work cut out for her. But if anyone can handle it, it's a coach with her experience and grit. What do you think? Is there any chance Caitlin Clark leaves the Fever for the Liberty, or is this all just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more WNBA drama. We'll keep you posted on any updates about Clark, White, and the Fever. Until next time, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.